Good Friday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the YouTube channel that talks about the internal combustion engine age with the cars and trucks and SUVs. And there's my little sticker on my Grand Wagoneer. And wow, I'm back in Virginia. For anybody that watches my channel on a regular basis, I disappeared for quite a while on the morning conversations. Hey, good morning there. Hey, appreciate you tuning in today, and good to see you, and good to be back here in Virginia and getting the routine back in order on my YouTube channel to share some morning conversations. And wow, I mean, I've been back actually for a few days. It's been nothing but projects because my property, the grass, after not cutting grass for close to a month, yeah, it's been pretty bad. So got heavy rains last night, which actually helped clean up a lot of the heavy grass that it was just so heavy we had to cut tall. And the wife did a good job taking care of the property as far as staying here and guarding the place and keeping the dogs all happy. And oh my goodness, but what an adventure. The adventures just don't stop. See that trailer there? I bought that trailer. If you watch my channel, come on, Ginger, come on back here. And here's the dogs. So here, if you missed me yelling at the dogs in the morning, we're back to that. Ginger, get up here. Come on, let's go. Looky here. Come on, Ginger. So if you watch the channel, I bought this really cool trailer in Florida back in January to haul back some motorcycles, and that didn't play out. Come on, Ginger. And so to make a long story short in that, I brought it back home, but I didn't bring any motorcycles back with it. Come on. So the dogs here want to do their morning antics. Come on, Ginger! Ginger! Let's go! Come on, girl! So I end up having a really cool guy haul back 3 of my motorcycles from Florida. And he gave me a great deal. Come on, let's go, Ginger! So here's the Jeep Mojave. It's just such a great vehicle. Here's the Ford Tremor truck. Never have put the steps on this thing. The garage is growing again. I'm back with the Bronco. I spent time last night cleaning that up. Here's the new dog's toys here. If you've watched the channel, I've got a new German Shepherd puppy, and the kids kind of holding him inside today because usually he comes out with a pack. He's kind of starting to get in with the pack. Wow, we had downpour rain last night. I'm amazed my garage isn't soaked. So anyways, it's the morning conversations, and I just thought I'd kind of get an update. Thought that I'd reach back out. So I'm sure some people are like, what happened to the Iceman? You know, what happened to that guy? And that's right. It's a challenge to be on a YouTube channel and bring any entertainment and talk about things. So I said, you know, I got to reach out and just talk to people, let them know I'm still kind of doing my thing. The garage has grown with more toys from being there in Florida, and it's kind of ironic of how the life plays out on the motorcycle adventures. If you've been watching me, you're going to see that just here recently I added the Honda CB650R here, and I got this down in Florida. It sat down there from January, and when I got back down there, it had a flat tire, so that was a project. And then it's just incredible how my wife is constantly like, don't buy anything else. So if I had brought all the motorcycles back with that trailer I just showed you, I probably wouldn't end up having another new Harley Davidson motorcycle. So now up here, I've got the new Harley ST that I bought for the Lowrider ST. I bought for the daughter. And of course I got my Road Glide, and of course I got my Limited. But I have other Harleys down in Tennessee. So the Harley fleet is now at 5 total Harleys. And actually I went from 5 Indians down to 4 Indians. The whole point is, had my wife let me drive that trailer back, let my daughter drive that trailer back up this past January with the bikes that were down there, I probably wouldn't have picked up that Harley ST. So, and how that all played out is I traded my brother's bike that I got him last year for that Harley ST. My brother just didn't really like that motorcycle. He just claimed it didn't feel right. And tell you what, I drove that bike to the dealership to get a number on it to get rid of it. And that bike was funky. Come on, Pups, the other way. So those that kind of watch the channel and see how I went out and bought yet another motorcycle, not planned by any means. And the irony is, had I not, I wouldn't, when I went to Florida this past time, it was more about taking care of my mom and dad. So the thing is, I wouldn't have brought a trailer. So as far as the trailer goes, with no trailer down there, I would not have been on the page to buy a motorcycle because I wouldn't have to be able to get it home. I mean, yeah, I could have it shipped, right? But I wouldn't really have been focused on that. Wow, I know all about me, right? What have you done for me lately? Wow, Jesus Christ, what a ride. So it's hard to believe it close to a month ago that I left, and here I am back, and I just pretty much stopped making my morning conversations. And down there in Florida, the elderly people are abused with technology. Down there at my parents' house, if I make a video, it takes a day for it to upload. I'm not lying. Incredible. Some of those videos that I made of us doing some things down there that were like 20, 30 minutes long, those videos wouldn't even populate till the next day. So I would literally upload that video. And the internet just be unbelievable. And I even called Spectrum down there to get the service at a higher level. And they supposedly did that last summer. Or I can't even keep track anyways, so yeah, all about me, right? I'm sure some people watching the channel this morning, but at the same time, I'm just trying to reach out and just share with others. You know, I've disappeared close to a month on the morning conversations, and I just thought that I'd reach out and let people know kind of what transpired in that time. And, you know, once again, just challenging down there in Florida to upload 20, 30-minute videos to be published. They won't publish until borderline the next day. So it always like a day later before you'd see me in my conversations. Plus, I just have the time. My mother is not in good health. My dad, right before I left, my dad ended up re-injuring his knee. I mean, just incredible. And then I had to come back in emergency to be back here at the business because another one of my key guys had to go to the hospital. And that's just a whole other sad story. Just incredible. What a year. And have you ever had these years where it's just one of those years where all the things that happen? 2023 so far for me this year it's just one of those years where you're just like, you know what? I just want to get out of this year. There's just so many negative things and bad things that have kind of played out. But as anybody knows, you got to try to make the best of what you have going on, and not here to cry by any means. But I got to think of myself, where are we today and everything? And I really really disconnected myself from the TV, the internet. I mean, I just totally took a time out. And it's just so apparent that us YouTubers and us Twitter people, we're all the Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Isn't that kind of what the main thing is? I mean, I've talked about it before, is so many of us want to make these YouTube channels to help others, and you turn into like Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Like on Twitter, there's people that always are the Twitter thing. I mean, I don't really spend a lot of time on Twitter, but you just see the people that are on Twitter that you have to live on that thing. And there's people now getting paid to be on Twitter and, just talk content. And if you have enough people that respond to your Twitter postings, you can get money. But I mean, it's massive. You'd have to spend, I think, on Twitter, to make any money in Twitter, I think you have to spend at least 3 to 5 hours a day of your life minimum, just to maybe make $3,000 a month. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really that far into that, but at the same time, hey, look at me on my YouTube channel, right? I mean, how many hours, how many videos I put into this thing, right? So yeah, I was just thinking to myself this morning, what have you done for me? Is that kind of where we are now in life? I mean, you kind of read about where we are with the car industry, the green agenda. I mean, you go through all the things that are kind of happening around us more than ever, and it seems so much today that it's about what have you done for me. I mean, and you can kind of clarify that if you just look at the violence of people stealing things. I mean, you just watch these videos of people going into stores and just taking whatever they want, and it's you have to think to yourself, it's a total attitude what have you done for me? So I get, this is for me. I get to have this. But I'm not going to spend all the time talking about that. I'll just kind of get back to the car news and the basics. And the car news, tell you what, it's crazy. Back up here where I live, the phone rings. Hey, I've got a nice Jeep 392 Wrangler. Went and checked that out. And then the Ram TRX, Lava Rock, Special Edition. Those things are coming in here, and they're gone. I mean, the continued craziness of people buying cars up in this area where I live, it hasn't stopped. So you hear the doomer gloomers. Is that what it's all about? I mean, is YouTube, are the number one YouTube people away from, incredible talents of entertainment, but it's just as far as the information YouTubers, is it more of the doom and gloom? Is that what kind of runs their channel? Oh, I don't know. So anyways, it isn't really that big a conversation this morning. I just really wanted to reach out, kind of just let people know that I'm still kind of doing my channel, kind of pulled back some. And even to the point right now, even to me, it's kind of like, do I really do an everyday morning conversation? And because, do I want to come across as Mr. Fix-It? I mean, that just isn't really my goal. That isn't what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm just trying to accomplish more of sharing my information of what I read about and hear about, and think to myself, yeah, you see what I see, and or even heard about this. But what really is apparent where we are in today's society. It is so much of somebody just watches a little clip of something, and they're totally focused on that little clip, and then it's repeat, but they don't really understand what's going on. And just as an example, where we are in today's governing bodies of all these policies that are changing the way we're going to live, and it just amazes me how many people just aren't really in touch with what's really going on with the big business. I mean, that's what is incredible. So many people are mad at the city administration, but yet you kind of get into the conversation with them about the IRA, and they're thinking, what, the IRA? I'm like, the Inflation Reduction Act, the new Green Deal, the Green Agenda, the big business, and so it's unfortunate, but most of these people are just kind of like, they're not really abreast to what's going on, besides being told to hate one person or another person. Oh my goodness, right? But who wants to talk about the government, right? Who wants to talk about the sad state of affairs or times that are we? The stock market's going through the roof. I mean, the stock market is on fire. I mean, does any of this stuff make any sense? And everything's gotten so expensive. Does any of this make any sense? But hey, it's the same rhetoric. I get it. So anyways, just kind of reached out this morning to let everybody know I'm still kind of doing my thing somewhat. And I don't know, like I said, I've got mixed feelings to continue to kind of sit here and run my mouth and talk about things. And it's a lot of work to do a lot of information searching and sharing what I learn and read with others to hopefully help you look at things without being brainwashed by the media machine. I mean, and the hate out there is just incredible. And people wonder why people are mad, because the media machine, the Twitter, the YouTube channels, in my views, it just creates that aggravation and just anger, and you're not happy. I mean, where's the good news, right? Where's the good news of that's what I said to somebody the other day. It's like, hey, you don't like this person, and this other person doesn't like that person. But you have to look at the person and say, this person that you're so defending, what have they done for you? And there you go. There's my point this morning. What have you done for me? Right? I mean, isn't that kind of what it's all about? We all get riled up, and especially when we look at our cars and you go to buy a car and you expect things out of that vehicle. I mean, come on, anybody buys a new car, you have expectations of what you're going to do with the car, and it's, what has your car done for you lately, right? So anyways, kind of a lame morning conversation. I get that. Not really going to go much further than this. So once again, just kind of taking a back step here in the YouTube channel and evaluating what makes sense. And hey, if enough people out there are like, hey, the morning conversations are good things, it kind of makes me like to hear your views and ideas and kind of keep it going. Or, the morning conversations are just pretty lame and I can go find that information you share on your channel all day long, and I just don't think it's worth the efforts. So, hey, anybody out there watching my channel, kind of throw some words of encouragement out there, or be like, yeah, I enjoy more of your channel watching you go out and buy things. And I enjoy seeing your daughter ride motorcycles and do this and that. And that's more of the entertainment channel, and the conversations just kind of get boring, and it's not worth all the efforts. So anyways, anybody out there watching my channel, throw me some comments, and I'll keep an open mind on what your views are, and how many people even respond to this morning. And I just saw the blue this morning, said, I'm going to reach out and just let everybody know that I'm still kind of doing my thing, and do I continue to put a lot of time in the morning conversations. That's why I'm reaching out, because I'm just you look around, so many YouTubers, Mr. Fix-It. I mean, it's incredible how many YouTubers want to be Mr. Fix-It, and I just really don't want to be that. So if that's the way my channel's coming across, then definitely let me know, because that isn't who I want to be. So anyways, hey everybody, hope everyone has a great day. There's so much stuff I could talk about, information and other stories. Gets way too long, and I'm extremely busy with being back in town and picking up the pieces, and the list goes on and on and on. So I hope everybody has a great day, and God bless, stay safe, and stay tuned. What's the next adventure, right? Well, we got some things in the works, but we'll see if they play out. Have a great day.